Hey there, podcast listeners. Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to their podcast. Season 2, Episode 1, but this is still technically podcast 26, I believe.
Oh, there's seasons now?
That's what Kyle wanted. Yes, this is Episode 26. The first of 2020 and the first recorded in 2020. Woo!
Yes. Season 3.
Now, I'm not sure if the podcast last year started right off at the very beginning, or if we waited, like, a little ways into January. I don't remember. Anyways, these podcasts are broken down, as always, into multiple different parts.
There'll be 7.
No. Anyways, we're going to try something new this time. Each segment, as it ends, we're going to upload the next week as bone and filler content for those of you that didn't want to watch the entire podcast. I'm going to try that. We'll see how much work ethic I have. Anyways, these podcasts are broken down into multiple parts. First we have some news, then the comments, and then some more news. Usually it's science news.
And then more comments.
Usually it's, then after the comments we have how our weeks have been. Usually it's some sort of science news, but because the world seems to be burning, we're going to talk about world news. First off, World War III. Meme review.
Oh, so it's not a meme. It is a meme.
It's real. Well, I mean, World War III...
I thought it was all a meme. And then people are making it seem like, oh no, this is actually going down.
Okay, so no, World War III isn't happening yet. And it
but it will.
It doesn't look like it's going to happen, but it could, and we're making fun of it.
Ah, yes.
Right, so we need to put it on the meme tier. We're going to, like, do a whole, like... I was going to do, like, the episode we're going to record today.
Oh, yeah, can you pull up the meme tier sheet?
Oh. I'd have to pull up an old meme video. Oh, no, don't do that. No. I like YouTube where it is.
It might be a tier 10.
He's not a tier 10.
Tier 10.
This is not...
These are Stalin memes.
No. This is not literally us being Hitler and killing people because we're racist. Or is that tier 11?
No, we're rationing bread, though.
So tier... I don't remember.
Well, how many levels are there?
There's like 12?
Oh, there's 12? I thought there was only 10.
No. There's more than 10. It was just because hitting people with your car is like tier 6.
Starting a war.
I don't know where that put... I don't know what Trump's doing there by starting a war.
Keep going.
Right, here we go. Okay. Doing surgery great, which is actually one of the more popular videos on the channel.
Oh, I think I just saw it. Yeah,
it's right there. Alright, let's...
it's not tier 1.
Okay. Oh, but hold on. We need to, like, talk about this first before we can, like, just put it on the tier list. Because people might not understand what we're talking about. Because it's also been a week after, like, we'll say the epicenter of World War III. Unless World War III actually has happened.
No, it's going to keep progressing. The climax is going to be, like, in March.
When it actually happens?
Yeah.
And we're all like, let's go to war. War. Okay, so...
Well, no. There'll be no more podcast, because every YouTuber will be drafted.
So, actually, I learned about the draft, which is what this first one was about. So, can there...
Women cannot be drafted.
Okay, will there be a draft? Young people worry about military strike. No. There won't be a strike. There won't be a draft. Because the U.S. abolished the draft back in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way to bring it back would be bipartisan agreement. And then the president would have to sign for it.
Oh.
I could see Trump signing for it, but I do not see the Democrats approving of a war. Unless, like, China and Russia are, like, marching on our door. And, like, we need, like, 3 million troops on the front lines, like, now. Other than that, I don't see it. I don't think they're going to bring it back. So we don't have to worry.
Oh, good.
Unless it actually is World War III.
But see, it's
not just a war with Iran.
We're also in college, though. Isn't that an exemption?
In the 70s, they might get rid of that.
No.
Because
anyone who can breathe and walk, you're in.
Well, that's what they talked about. Can women be in the draft? Women can check into the draft now, but that's of their own free will. They're not forced into but they're considering some legislation here actually recently, and the verdict's gonna be out in March of whether women should be in the draft altogether. And actually, I saw it was agreed in a court in Texas that it is unconstitutional not to have women in the draft.
It is unconstitutional.
Yes.
Oh, so the draft is not a Title IX event.
Title IX?
Yeah, don't you know what Title IX is?
Not really.
The whole, like, women have to have their own sport or whatever, because...
Oh! Yeah. Yeah,
Title IX.
Well, yeah, that would be part of that's in the Equal Rights Act, right?
Yeah.
And the Title VII, which is employment. Oh! So, no, it's not a part of the Equal Rights Act. Small notation. They can... that's one of the memes I've seen is, women realizing that women, everybody's saying women want equality, so let's send them in the draft. They're like, you know what? I think I'll go back to the kitchen. I'm just like, jeez!
I think I'll go back to the kitchen.
Like, I saw one, it's like, I think I'll prefer to cook and clean. I'm like, but that is the thing that we've seen, is that, women are like, you know what? Maybe this whole equality thing is great everywhere, just not in us dying. And everybody else is like, no. You wanted equality. We're going to support it. You're going to war. It's the whole Equal Rights Act, not just Title IX. Title IX is the sports thing.
Yeah.
Technically, it's more of a Title VII because it's employment. You're being employed by the U.S. government. And actually, I learned something. Also, it says what happens if you don't sign up for the draft.
Oh, I see. You mean like if I don't choose to be part of the special forces?
No. If you don't sign up for the draft, you don't check the mark. Apparently, you can't get aid.
Yeah, financial aid. Yeah.
He better do that.
Oh yeah.
I don't care if
As soon as I turned 18, I signed up.
Well, I signed up before I was 18 because we did. No, I couldn't. They wouldn't let me. I had to do it once I turned 18 or whatever the heck. It was weird because I didn't turn 18 until it was basically a month before graduation or less than that, so a few weeks before graduation.
Sure.
So it was, and we did all this stuff back in first semester, so it was weird. I don't remember exactly what all happened, but anyways, he needs to get signed up. Otherwise, he won't get free health care and he won't get Medicaid.
Yep. She'll be good.
Whoa! Now I have to watch this whole dang thing! Gosh darn it! The last one didn't have any cuts. I spent like an hour watching the thing and realized I didn't have to make a single dang cut. Now I have to make a cut!
Sorry. I'll try not to make it happen again.
Anyways, for those of you that don't know what the whole World War III thing is, basically Trump ordered an airstrike to kill what's his name? At their Qasem Suman. I don't know how to say it.
Don't even bother.
After they killed this general in Iran, who was like a hero there, kissing babies and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But here to us, he's a ruthless killer.
Mm-hmm.
And so now Iran is threatening war, and the U.S. is, and so I think where everybody's getting the World War, and they threatened. I think it was them who threatened World War III.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so it was not Trump.
No. Trump didn't. I don't think Trump threatened World War III. I think it was Iran, because Iran's like, hey, we're going to get our friends China and Russia involved.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really say much here about World War III.
Yeah, China and Russia on Iran's side.
But I'm just going to point this out. China's already in a trade war with the United States. They're not really going to be other than selling weapons to Russia, but Russia can't exactly afford the weapons in the first place. So, I mean, other than that, I don't think it wouldn't be in China's economic interest if they want to be, the whole world's, let's buy from you. Because the U.S. has Canada. I think Mexico is still technically an ally.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have all of Europe. We have some South American countries.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to point out it would not end well. I mean, but it is the number one and like the next top 10 versus 2, 3, and Iran.
Yeah.
Iran alone would literally be Desert Storm. 3-week conflict and it's over. If that now. Well, actually, Iran's got a lot of mountains, so it might take a little longer. It's too bad we don't have. We should have done this in front of the map. We just pull down the map.
Oh.
And be like, where are we dropping, boys?
There's not. We could hang it back here.
We could, but it's not enough room, though. It'd have to hang where Fluffy is.
Yeah.
And Fluffy's kind of permanently up there. Schrodinger?
Mm-hmm. I remember that day. I was like, alright, let's see if I can find the ugliest cat picture. I didn't really succeed very well.
Because you see Fluffy?
Yeah.
Just look up cat meme.
Cat meme.
Yeah. You should, you know the cat where it's coughing?
The what?
The coughing cat meme?
No.
I have to show it to you.
I don't know a lot of memes.
Okay. That one.
Nope.
You don't recognize this one?
I've never seen that meme. I could see why it would be a meme.
It's great. I love it.
What is it like?
This is how little kids cough. That's the meme.
This is how little kids cough.
Yeah. It's true though. It's literally how they cough. They're just like, ugh. Kid, I can't go to school. I'm sick. Parent, you're going to school. You're not even coughing. Kid. Literally dying. Oh my gosh. Our mascot. He should be our mascot. Every time we talk about vaping. Oh, that's it. We've mentioned vaccines and vaping. Even though they're not topics, we've mentioned them in the podcast.
You said them.
Yes.
Does that count as mentioning them?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyways, off of this, we gotta get back on subject to World War III, shall we?
Yes.
Anyways.
No, we don't want to fall down another rabbit hole.
Right. Especially since we're gonna split this up into chunks.
Mm-hmm.
And,
yeah, we got 7 of them to go through.
Well, I mean, no. Like, that's the comment section, plus that's my classes. Mm-hmm. And then this is the last section in here. I guess, no, the testing memes can go over here. Oh, no. Well, no, it's not.
And then where does Breaking Bad come in?
Oh, we're going to talk about Breaking Bad?
Oh, I thought we were going to watch Breaking Bad during the podcast, right?
No, there's copyright music.
And record reactions.
No, copyright music.
Oh, we'll filter that out.
I can't. Anyways, alright, so now it's time for a meme review. Here's a meme about, oh boy. The Army recruiter showed me my Instagram video of me benching 225 pounds after I told him I was physically unable to perform in the war. And Germany realizing they're not guilty of this world war. Oh, this one. Oh, we're 2 days into 2020 and World War III is trending, and maybe 2019 wasn't so bad after all.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I bet it goes. What? No, what?
Yeah, World War III memes.
That is not the same. Whatever. U.S. soldier speaks out on the recent World War III memes. These aren't funny. What is it? Okay, me going on Instagram during World War III.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you know. I was gonna cuss there. Dang well.
Oh, you can say damn.
Oh, I can say damn?
No, we can say. I say damn all the time.
Oh, okay.
You know damn well somebody's
gonna
do that.
well someone's gonna be doing that on the front line. Yo, look what I got go behind me.
No, you want to be the dead terrorist? And I'll be like this. I got another one!
Yeah, look what I just killed!
Or no, me with one of the Iraqi prisoners. Oh yeah, I got
one! My first kill! 900 more to go!
Yeah!
Oh my
it's just like this, like the blood. Oh, this one. Me seeing World War III is trending, and I realize it's America and Iran. Oh, okay. Not wherever country they're from. Oh, 20 2020 is going to be a great year. World War III is trending on the third day.
Oh.
It's Joey from Friends, and he's like,
Yes, I
oh,
know.
boy.
I know.
No, I'm talking about them. They can't see this.
Oh.
World War III memes. Me who just woke up. I saw that today. It's this picture from The Office where Michael's shaking like what's his face's hand, and he's just like, I don't know what's going on. We gotta find another good meme. Oh yeah. Trump accidentally starting World War III. Trump, hey Siri, how many miles did Iran today? Siri, okay, sending missiles to Iran today. Trump just goes from like this to like, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Whoopsie.
Oops.
I'm going to do my part for World War III. What have you
To
done?
stop World War III.
Oh yeah, he put them in a group chat. And he's like, hey fellas, stop fighting. No, it's the U.S. military, Iran, and who else is in there?
It did everything but blow up the words.
Yeah, which is upsetting. U.S. Army, Iran Army, oh, Trump, and then the leader of Iran. The leader of Iran has Twitter? What? Why?
Why not?
Me, a European, waking up to see the U.S. killed an Iranian general, and then a blank load of World War III memes. I'm beginning to see a pattern here. I'm not so sure I like. People are going, oh, okay. Oh boy. When Trump says Hillary would start World War III, but he starts it instead. Well, we gotta start drinking early. I mean, to be fair, it took him 4 years. I feel like some people would say, oh, me and the boys making memes of World War III. Me and the boys after World War III. No! No, it's only Keanu. Oh no! At least Keanu survived. But Baby Yoda and the Joker and Rick, dead. All dead. That's a shame. Alright. So we've seen the
That's
memes.
enough.
Oh, wait, hold on.
This one.
Trump and Kim Jong-un sitting on a tree talking about World War III.
Sitting on a tree.
Oh!
Sitting in a tree.
No. Oh, you know the meme, but don't you remember the old song?
Oh. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
S-S-I-N-G. Sitting in a tree. First comes love, whatever the hell the rest of it is.
Yeah.
Anyways, alright, so. We gotta look at the meme tiers here, shall we? Alright, tier 1, sending nudes. Tier 2,
Oh,
TikTok
yeah.
thoughts, and you read this. They have
Check.
to, we'll read for them. Racist, tier 3, racist
Check.
memes. What?
Oh, I said check. We're passing all the tiers.
Well, oh, no, I'm just gonna read them, and then we'll just figure out where the World War III memes.
Oh,
Okay. No, tier 4, getting hit by cars. Tier 5, relatively recent disaster jokes and 9/11. Okay, now we've passed the
Yes.
apex. Everything else is like, we have to do it, or like God does it. Tier 6, the meme consumer creator actually hits someone with their car. Tier 7, meme consumer creators yeet themselves. Oh, I forgot that was suicide in there. Tier 8, Truman yeets. I mean, that's what Trump would be doing. Tier 9, killing 40 million people to ration bread. Stalin yeets. Tier 10, oh, it's only Tier 11, okay. Tier 10, killing 9 million people because of race. Hitler yeets. And Tier 11, God yeets. Alright, so based off of our tiers, obviously if Trump goes through with it, it'll be a Tier 8, easy peasy, unless he commits some massive war crime. Anyway, so...
What's a Truman yeet?
Nuking Nagasaki.
Oh. Okay.
But we'll see. It could go higher. He could kill millions of people just because.
So at the end of it, so at the after the whole war is all said and done, it'll be a Tier 5, a relatively recent disaster joke.
That's what we make the memes.
Ah, yes.
So I mean, to be fair, it could almost be a Tier 5 now. It's not a disaster, but it fits into the same category as making 9/11 jokes.
Yeah.
There's threatening war. Now, it's not... Now, some of these could be racist, to be fair.
No, I like the 9/11 joke, the 9/11 meme, Like the Twin Towers are wearing AirPods or whatever.
Oh no,
And
they
it's
can't
like,
hear
oh
us.
no, hey, Twin Towers, there's a plane coming. Oh no, they're wearing AirPods, they can't hear us.
Yes, that's... Anyways, but so I noticed something about these memes, though, about the World War III memes.
Yeah.
They're not a new platform. Like the Yeehaw girls, remember those?
Mm-hmm.
That was a new platform. You
Okay.
could vary off of that. World War III memes is just old memes being recycled, but with World War III slapped in there. Like Me and the Boys, going to World War III.
Ah, yes. So there's no originality there.
The only real originality I've seen is like the Fortnite bus going over Iran, and everybody's like, "Where are we dropping, boys?" Another original one was.
I think as soon as it happens, then we'll get some new material to work off.
Oh my god!
That's what we need we need material to work off of. Because, it just happens. So people haven't got a whole lot of time to, just think of new original content. They're going to base it off of old stuff. But see, the minute it happens, oh, you got some originality right there. Now you got some jokes.
So we need to send Gen Zers to war.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, as soon as it happens, then you'll have some original content to work off of, and that's when you'll have a new platform.
And you know what the sad part is? Gen Zers are like the first generation to not experience a conflict. Now we're gonna have the largest war in history.
Go Zoomers.
Woo! I mean, it's gonna be just the older Zoomers. Young ones will be like, I guess I'm getting ready for war, and then we'll go there and it'll be over if America's even left afterwards.
And here are the boomers that they all come out of like the greatest war.
No, the boomers fought in Vietnam.
No, yeah, but I mean like, oh, okay, I was talking about World War II though.
That was the greatest generation.
Yeah, but World War II, that was like the worst war in history.
Right. Yes.
Okay, the boomers all came in after that. Now we have World War III. This is like the next world's worst war. And here all the Zoomers are.
But the Zoomers didn't come after. We became during it.
Yes. And then there'll be another generation.
The Zoomers will be the greatest generation.
See, then there'll be a Baby Boomer Part 2.
Because
Because they all come home from war.
Yes.
And what's the first thing you do?
If the U.S. survives.
That is true.
If the U.S. wins. If we don't win, nobody's going to be making babies.
That is true. Everyone just dies overseas. The next thing you know, the country all speaks Arabic.
Have you seen Arabic? Sanskrit? Remember how you were going to get a Sanskrit book?
Oh, yeah. We're going to try to learn Sanskrit.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I wanted to learn Sanskrit this summer.
Yeah.
I was going to get a Sanskrit book from the library. we just looked at the title like, I don't even know what this is.
No clue where to begin. Just looked like scribbles.
Anyways, where are we going to put this? I mean,
Tier 5.
But it's not very original. I say tier 4.
Getting hit by cars?
No one's died.
You need to change these. No, but what does cars have to do with anything?
You're watching somebody breaking their legs or dying.
Okay, so that's what you need to change it to.
Oh.
You need to change this instead of getting hit by cars, change it to like what is happening.
Watching somebody dying.
Yes. Because it makes no sense getting hit by cars.
I guess. Okay, so watching people die.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say it's a tier 4. I could drop down to a tier 3 if somebody is saying, towel. You know what the next word is. I'm not going to say it. I mean, I was going to make a short... I think I want to make a short film about World War III, and in the short film we'll say it. But currently in my editing software, as I've already talked about that before.
We'll call it a 4.5.
4.5? I'll go with that. We'll have to see what the rooster says. I'll talk to him tonight. Maybe we should just call him. Oh, could we call him?
Yeah, call him.
Can we put him on the podcast?
Hey, you're on the podcast.
Oh my gosh! Why? Who commented on my thing?
Doesn't matter right now. We got more important things to work. What are you doing?
Oh, hold on! I gotta respond to this person.
Of course you do. Of course.
Well, look who it is.
Nah, they can wait.
No, she cannot. Dead air. President. Why she send that to me? Anyways, all right. Back
It
to
was an accident.
It was not an accident. Anyways, let's find Rooster in my contacts. Rooster. I told him that he wants. If you want, I asked if he wanted to be on the podcast. He said no.
He said no.
He knows if he's seen my story. Oh wait, hold on. It's 1 a.m. He ain't gonna be awake.
Oh wait, is he in a different time zone?
No, he's in ours. It's 1 a.m. though.
What?
It's 12:46 a.m.
It's not 1.
It's basically 1.
I didn't realize.
Nope, no answer. Dang it. All right, well, it's a 4.5 until we hear from Rooster. All right, so that's the first. That's the end of the first segment. What time are we at?
12:46.
No, the time on there.
Oh, I can't read it.
26 minutes. Oh boy.
You need to pull up like a stopwatch on the computer.
Yes.
That way you can just like click and look. Oh look, we have a giant stopwatch.
Ah, yes, that would be wise. Or get a clock.